if you haven't heard, Brendan Sorsby has officially, according to judges in Texas, in Lubbock, I'm trying to pull up something right here. They have officially said that he is now eligible, which is insane to me. It's insane that we're getting to this point, but so he's been ruled eligible. Basically, that is saying that he is going to be able to play college football in 2026. I have a statement here I'm trying to bring up this little statement here. Basically, what this statement that I'm about to read you is going to say is it's going to preview everything about what is going on. Okay, here we go. We've got it up. Sorry, I was just trying to figure something out with this. Okay, here we go. This is what it says. NCAA statement. The NCAA strongly disagrees with our court ruling in Sorsby's case and is deeply concerned about the damaging, far-reaching, and broadly destabilizing ramifications of this outcome. That was Pete Thamel today at 10:39 a.m. So he reported that at 10:39 a.m. So Brendan Sorsby is officially eligible for 2026 play. Like, he's eligible for the season. Now, there is a 2-game suspension that we'll get to here in a second. But, I mean, what in the world is this Texas judge doing? Like, we get it. He's a judge in Lubbock. So you could say there's a tiny bit of bias. But, man, this goes far beyond just Texas Tech. This touches into the rest of college football and the future of college football as a whole. So, taking that out, going to this next statement that said, a Texas judge granted Sorsby a preliminary injunction Monday that prevents the NCAA from punishing him for violating its rules in sports gambling. So basically what this judge is doing is making a way so that the NCAA can then not like basically punish him for what he's doing. I guess that's kind of what I'm getting from this. Like, the NCAA can't punish him for what he did because of their new ruling, I guess. So when I look at this and I take everything that is being said here, this judge has to have bias. And even if you take that away, what in your mind, if you're that judge, what in your mind makes you say, okay, he bet on his own team's games? It says Sorsby was ruled ineligible by NCAA after it discovered he wagered approximately $90,000 on his own team's games plus other sports wagers. $90,000. What? $90K. That is not a few bets here and there that add up to $5,000. That is $90,000, and he's going to be able to play in 2026. That's what's insane. The NCAA tried to end his career, which they should. That should happen. But the Texas judge is protecting him. Why is he protecting him? That's what I want to know. So that's one of the biggest questions that I personally have. But you dive into this, and the NCAA is expected to appeal the ruling. However, the timing of any formal judicial case could end up after Texas Tech plays the season. That would make any formal legal ruling moot if it comes after the season. So basically what they're saying is, if they don't make a decision, if they don't have a ruling, however, the timing of a formal injunction case could end up Texas Tech plays the season. Okay, so basically what they're saying is if they don't figure this out soon, Brendan Sorsby could play the season, and then, it's a whole big timing thing. They're basically saying you have 3 months to get this thing figured out before the season. Once the season kicks off, he's playing. So the NCAA has 3 months to try and hopefully figure this out. And I don't know how they're going to do it, because you're dealing with literally a court law, like a law that a judge is in a courtroom and he said this. So you have to deal with a judge, a courtroom. Do they want to jump in all of this? I don't know. But this is putting a bad precedent on the sport of college football. Like, this goes much more far beyond just Texas Tech, as I said earlier. This jumps all the way into the rest of college football. And I've talked again with another guy that has a college football show. It's a Hot Take College Football Show. Linker in the description if you want to check out his channel. It's a great channel. We actually did a collab video that's on our channel. I'm going to be posting a version soon. I'm hoping Tuesday night or Wednesday morning you'll get that. But I was talking with him, and one of the things that we talked about was how college football, the NCAA basically is kind of powerless at this point. Like when things go to court, the NCAA is powerless there. So I think the NCAA as a whole needs to go away, and they need to reinstate a new set of roles and a new association that owns college football, and it is college football. It's not NCAA college football. It needs to be just college football. So basically what I'm saying is college football needs to break away from the NCAA, and they kind of need to have their own thing. They need to do their own thing here. That's my take on it. That's what I think should happen, because then everyone's playing under the same rules. This goes into the officiating problems. The SEC, the Big 10, the Big 12, the ACC, and all the G5 or G6 conferences are all playing under the same set of roles. That is what needs to happen right there. We need to stop having certain conferences, certain roles, and things that go to the courtroom, and the NCAA can't do anything about it. It needs to be all under college football. It needs to be a commissioner makes the decisions, who gets suspended, who doesn't. It needs to be a commissioner says, this is what's going to happen with NIL. This is what's going to happen with recruiting. A great candidate for commissioner, Nick Saban. He has been appealing this stuff in court to get the, player, bill passed and all of that. So, he'd been trying to get the college sports bill passed. So he would be a perfect candidate for this, to be the commissioner of college football. Now, would he take that role? I don't know. I personally think that he should. So that is that. One thing I wanted to jump into real quick before I end this segment was the fact that Brendan Sorsby also is going to have to deal with a 2-game suspension. You can see the schedule on the screen right now. The first 2 games are at Abilene Christian at home and at Oregon State. They don't play a conference game till week 3. Don't you think that that's a little crazy timing by the judge to make a ruling that, you get a 2-game suspension? What is that going to do? That is going to do absolutely nothing. Will Hammond can come in. They'll probably beat Abilene Christian by 50. All due respect to Abilene Christian. And they'll probably beat Oregon State on the road by 20, 25. That'd be my guess. So what is the issue going to be here? There is no issue or no setback as for Texas Tech as a team with this 2-game suspension. Now, my question, going back to Brendan Sorsby, I will touch on this real quick. I don't want to spend the whole show talking about this legal stuff, but we'll jump into this real quick. So my big question is, will Brendan Sorsby get drafted in the NFL? That is my question. That is the question I'm going to leave with you in the comment section. So let me know in the comment section, do you think Brendan Sorsby will actually get drafted by an NFL team in 2026 or 2027? I guess it would be NFL draft. Or do you think that this thing is going to permanently ruin his career no matter whether he plays or not? So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. But man, that's my Brendan Sorsby take. And I think it's it is absolutely insane that is happening in college football. But nevertheless, that's where we are in the sport. So there's nothing we can do about it.